soon as I turned it, the mobile went off this thing, then he started up first. Now he's turned it off because I killed him. See how that's the game? That's it. Sort of fell off or couldn't be the woman doing it. She just, gosh, that's a bit heavy work for a lady, isn't it? Or is it just... These days they do have all these technical machines, you see, where they can do stuff that they shouldn't be able to. Can someone figure out what that emblem means? Because I've been seeing it, as you know, everywhere. They put it everywhere. Can you figure it out? Can someone make some rhyme or reason? I know I said the red one when they put it where it's dripping down looks like a bleeding heart. Well, of course, all humans have bleeding hearts. Because we're not allowed to... See how there's noise going on now? Yeah, they can't help it. You know, because that they have to, you know, because, you know, our hearts are bleeding because we're in this matrix surrounded by heartless technical beings that don't have, you know, a human heart at all. You know, they don't vibrate that way. They are the reverse. That's why they do all this negative stuff. And they don't like human beings sending out anything positive. So yeah, our hearts are bleeding. And even at a personal level, there could be so much more to it. Oh, there's a bit of graffiti there. I don't know, I can't make anything out of that. I'm sorry, because I am... But you're never on your own in the nature. And you should be able to find some kind of noise that all goes around you, even though it's subtle. I just try to... I'm just showing that graffiti, but I don't know it. But here we're coming into Piggy Lane now. Piggy Lane. Again. And see this car just pulling in front of me into a Piggy Lane. And there's someone sitting in that car in front there, right in front of me. Sitting. Piggy Lane. See, Piggy Lane used to have no cars in it, see? But look, this is Piggy Lane, so they're the footprints of a pig, see? See how they're the footprints of a pig? I don't know what all those shopping trolleys are doing here. You know, they're not even supposed to be on the street. You know, you can't take them out the supermarket, so how do they manage to put them in front here? Now, the supermarket is a reasonable distance from here. But anyway, there's the pig's feet, see? Pig's feet. See how they got the pig's feet going? That's meant to be pig's feet. But anyway, I'm back on Piggy Lane, but I'm just going to say, the only reason I'm showing this is because, so that's Piggy Lane and there's the pigs. I hope I'm getting it in. It is sunny now, so it should come out, but I can't see it too well. Oh, there we go. Quite pleasant. Quite nice. What does this mean here? Does someone else, can anyone see what this sign says here? Does it mean anything to anyone? It says, shush, shush, shush. Sleeping ginger. Shush. Be quiet. Shush. Sleeping ginger. So the ginger is sleeping. Ginger is sleeping. Ginger is sleeping, but they've planted ginger here. But does it have some other meaning? See how there's bees there around the... See? I'm trying to get synchronicity here for you. Shush. Sleeping ginger. They don't want to wake the ginger up, do they? No. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about here. I really don't. I'm almost getting frustrated with myself. Or something, anyway. See, it says here, there are a great number of pigs kept at this place, which in many places is very filthy, and the stench of which is most unpleasant. That was written on the little sign as well that I read in another video, but it's written on the actual cement here. See, there are a great, wait on, there are, now think very carefully about this. I'm trying to get some synchronicity here. I'm trying to focus very hard, out of breath. There is a great number of pigs kept at this place, because this used to be a piggery 100 years ago or 150 years ago, whatever it says on the thing. Great number of pigs kept in this place, at this place, which in many places is very filthy, and the stench is most unpleasant. That's what it says. Am I getting it in? Probably not. But, okay, so just before I go through onto the road there, because I'm going to have to stop the video. Try to get this in. Look, on the YouTube over the last year or two, you know, looking at some of the sites that talk about psychopaths and narcissistic personality disorder, so-called, and the different personality human types that are supposed to be like disorders or are in a very small minority in this reality or in the earth. When of course it's the opposite. There's only a small number of really so-called even halfway normal human beings, because even those like us that are not total psychopaths, we are still mentally disturbed, but we are not negative or not negative or totally destructive towards other human beings, to where that is our focus and our needing. You know, like we might get angry with other human beings if they're negative to us, especially when we are dealing with psychopaths mainly. But we wouldn't otherwise consciously wish to make their life unpleasant or bring them down or suppress them greatly. There just wouldn't be that need. Even if we were slightly envious of some things they may have, at any level, it still wouldn't be enough to where we would want to destroy them. But the narcissistic psychopath types, they will see that as competition, and they will say, well, look, if we can't equal it, or we can't beat them fairly at their own game, or be as good as them, or get what they've got, or whatever it is that they see as competition or they're envious of, then they will try to bring you down. They won't try to they won't endeavour to bring themselves up to your level. They will steal everything that you have if they can, whether it be your good points, material goods, or how even stupid things like how you dress or something, if they think it's somehow impressive. Anything. It can be the most. It can be things that you would think they should be. Perhaps. Okay, so they're surrounding me here, as you can see. They're not going to let me say my little piece. See how they're going to stop me from saying my little video here and saying something, just saying that one little saying that I want to say, and that woman has come back with the dog the same way. She said hello to me. But she is always around. These people pop up at her. So, look, I'm getting surrounded here too, or just a little bit. But I'll just say the same that I've heard so many times when they talk about these types of people. But I don't like to quote or to to make stuff. What's that word? I was told that I tend to. Of course, I was told this by a person, tend to like to have the cliches and all this sort of stuff. Well, yes, I do use sayings, only because I can't express myself. But because it's about pigs, and I'm standing in Piggy Lane, this saying says, and I just think it is so. It's not offensive, but at the same time, it's so apt in a way. It says, don't wrestle with pigs in the mud. You will only get dirty, and it will be very, very unpleasant interaction. So the saying is, don't wrestle. Actually, I like pigs, but I mean like real ones, But look, it says don't wrestle. And I don't take this advice because sometimes you're forced to wrestle with you're forced to wrestle. You don't want to wrestle, you don't want to be in the mud. But like I say, if you were married to those of the Matrix, and most people would be, you're bound to know some, and some will even be very close. So you can't swap your parents. You can only deal with it. But some will be, some will be better and some will be worse. If you get a real full-blown one that's very, that's at the top range of possession and psychopathy, as they say, then you will not be able to win or to get through to them or even keep it at a peaceful level under any circumstances. Try as you may, you will be doomed to failure because they will see the slightest thing as an insult to their, self. They will see you as a threat in every way, even when you are not even aware of it at all, and not trying to, and may even be trying to actually help them. That will be taken as an insult too. This is the psychopathy, it's very extreme in some people. But either way, the saying is, don't wrestle with pigs in the mud. You will only get dirty. And besides, the pigs love it. So I think that to me that sums it up. You will be forced to wrestle in the mud with pigs because, pigs are not the same as yourself, are they? Like, this is just the same. This is just like, what's the word? Yeah, it is cliche, okay. But, you will interact with them, you will argue with them, you will try to get through to them, and you will even try to avoid them. So the saying is, if you can, don't wrestle with pigs in the mud, because you will get dirty, and if you've got OCD like me, you don't like to get dirty. But yes, the pigs will enjoy it. So whilst you will think that you're having a really, there's great animosity going on, say if you were in an argument and it developed into a violent argument, Don't wrestle with pigs in the mud, because you will be the only one that will come off second best. You're the only one that will get dirty, because they secretly love it, because they are in their element, because they are anti-life, negative technical beings that enjoy negativity. They enjoy animosity, they enjoy anger, they enjoy frustration, they enjoy bringing you down, taking you away from being a content human being in every possible way. They will take everything and anything they can from you, and they will then use it to their benefit to take more of your humankind down, because they won't expose. They might argue with you, but they will only do that to bring you down. But any information they get from you, any good points, they will then present to other people to seduce them, because there's various ways that that the God of this world also operates. The God of this world likes to basically seduce. So that means that likes to present itself in a good light, as most of the technical human beings do. But if they can't, if they feel really threatened by you, and if they think they can get away with showing their negative side and drawing negative energy out of you in a direct way, as opposed to the covert, subtle way, where they are draining you, but you will not be aware that they are the sole cause of your distress. They will set up situations behind your back and with other people, and it's very complicated, but I see it in action. I've seen it over a lifetime, but I've also seen it much more in action in more recent times. That's when I became aware of it, when it was where the covert became overt, because in my life before the last 8 years, most of the psychopaths were covert, even though I was interacting only with psychopathic types. They were all covert. So what does anyone make of this? What does anyone make of this symbol? Can someone, if anyone can figure out what it means to them, or what they think it is? Of course we can see that it's a heart shape, and it's got a little eye thing and 3 little things on the side though. And sometimes when this one that's done it leaves it for me like a bleeding heart, but that one isn't. That's how it first attracted me, like that, but recently they've put the bleeding one, so I don't know. But I better fold up here. Better fold up here, because I'm getting, it's actually quite hot too, as well. And there's nothing much around here apart from the patrolling vans that come around. You know, there should be no reason for all these vans coming around here at all. See how he stopped in front of me? See, is it obvious? He's going to back right in front of me. Is that not obvious? Like, what is he doing? That is just Look, see what he did? See what that van did? It come all the way down this line, and then backed around and did that manoeuvre right in front of me, and now it's gone. Does that make any sense? No, of course it doesn't. I'm sure that someone, if I was talking to a matrix technically controlled person, they would find some excuse or some cover for that manoeuvre, because they always do. But I'm just pointing it out, and that's it. I'm closing off the video because there's a bit of a cool breeze coming there, a little bit. Thank goodness for that. Look, I'd like to keep going, but look, another one coming around this lane. There never used to be any cars coming up through this lane. Look, he's going to pull right in front of me. Is that coincidence or matrix? I'm getting annoyed here. Please tell me. Is this a patrolling system? Right in front of me? Just when I stopped here and I was just about to turn the thing off, so this car pulls right in front and pulls up. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's... Is it coincidence? Or is this a controlling human nature? I don't care. I just say she looks silly. I'm finished. Come on. Okay.